waters of Ancient.
Yes, and on Ancient, we do have, there's a world where MOUZ Sports win this map, a competent CT side, a very good T side, almost 50% over a lot of maps. Big wins over Ancient, over ENG's Fnatic. They lost to Outsiders. They lost to Liquid. So some of the upper tier competition, they're struggling. For Cloud9, they beat FaZe 16-8, Liquid 16-13. They most recently lost to Spirit, the RMR, 13-16. We know that Cloud, at one point last year, Cloud9 were looked at as the Ancient team. I mean, when this map came out as well, these guys showed the most comfort, the most interesting CT setups. Shiro opping through donuts, their B-side holds. They had the ability to take down almost anybody.
Right now, they'll start by dropping Exertion. There are still multiple players here in Donut, and Torzi unsuspectingly slides into Shiro. Axile's going to tap Frozen back, and now we get this A main press, but Axile, kicking it up a notch in the pistol, and pushing this one onto the shoulders of the Aussie. Axile,
we missed you.
3 kills, and he'll connect, but we need to see more of him. It has been a quiet tournament, and he's meant to be Shiro's right-hand man.
It's been an inconsistent tournament, right? High highs, low lows, but that's not what they need from Axile. And over on overpass, that map could have been wrapped up in an enormous comeback, of course. Still, that's only the problem for them because they lost both pistols. As was pointed out on the desk, good starts on both maps from MOUZ Sports, but this time a pistol round win from Cloud9. If they felt like they could slack in the early part of the game because they still felt like they could win, they got a wake-up call on Overpass, a map that they have beaten so many teams on 7-1 recently. They learned that MOUZ Sports play hard enough to keep up. Close it out on the attack.
Hobbit, though, adventurous as always.
Look at the amount of mid-control here. Hobbit sees him trailing back.
Clean. Follows suit with Shiro, so MP9's going to milk this one for a little money.
So with this map, we are seeing a higher rate of A attacks via long, not with mid control. Sometimes you have a late lurk through donut. On this eco, of course, getting locked into positions. From the CT side, mid control is everything. And making sure that no one can have counterplay from elbow means that you can take control of all the backlines outside of B, and then it becomes easier to rotate freely around the map. So we're going to see MOUZ Sports try to clash for mid control. That's going to mean Exertion. They were able to, versus ENG's, do some really cool attacks on this part of the map. I think versus Cloud9 it's going to be a bit harder. But they have some experience here. And Cloud9, they're going to fight equally as hard. 4 mid, down B. A lot of emphasis, as always, on the Cave player on CT's side, who will more often than not be completely alone. Inters will roll up quick with just a silenced M4. Try to lay down some pressure. Certainly feels like the double fakes from MOUZ are going to pay off, and already have. They've already proven to do so.
Setting up layers early. We see nothing of Cloud9 over towards that A site. But it's not as though they fake much with it, right? Still holding on to the nades.
Yeah, they're waiting to see if Cloud9 want to set the tempo, or set the mood with the aggressive pushes, you main control, anything like that. It's a feeler round here for MOUZ Sports, and they are very good at synthesizing the data.
Cloud9 gives them nothing.
Yep, they've avoided all opponents.
Axile will slide into A main eventually. Hobbit shuffling around as well. Peek. Ooh, JDC just took his crosshair off that corner. We're going to get a follow-through from MOUZ into the B site by the looks of it, but that's just the looks here. They're selling one to Cloud9. The A defense already peels back. Sitting inside B is Cloud9, wondering where did that assault get off to? It was meant to follow through. Now we have smokes On the side of the site, and Hobbit look to press in. Torzy, he actually gets stopped. Bomb drop, frag over top. Axile wants to go swinging, but holds. And Hobbit, he's going to run them down. Bomb in, and Dexter bounces back up. He's got a little bit of cover. He's got Axile over in the open. Inters and Shiro connect with their kills. And despite that plant going down, Cloud9 come through with a quick and easy retake.
Now, there was a number of moments there where clearly MOUZ could have caught them off guard. Running through smokes, the rotations out of the site to come back to A. But seriously, Cloud9 really shot hard there. Won all their trades. Axile in particular. Like, a moment like this kind of makes you feel like you're either going to believe in him or not for the map in these last couple of weeks, and that one over JDC is no small one. JDC very sharp when he has no cover to work with on the AK. He's able to best the M4 more than a lot of people these days. Cloud9 get off to the 3-0 start, but MOUZ Sports' game plan was very apparent. They felt it out, right? And promising. They got the rotates in place, yeah.
Ooh, Frozen
gets melted.
Yeah. Drips as he tries to push up that lane. Exertion. Looking for the deagle kills, but it's Nathany with a triple. Just going to make quick work of the pistols and the hopes of MOUZ to upset. Can't forget, of course, they went around like that very critically on the T side of Overpass. You know, unlike with Cloud9's other comebacks and strong, not just strong, dominant CT sides on Overpass, this time MOUZ won the pistol, converted fully for the 4,
yes,
and they lost one of those freebies. You know, that was something, I think you put it well, you said you have to be, you know, also a little lucky, and Cloud9, they let that luck slip through, gave MOUZ the space, and that is what really made it uncharacteristic. Other than that, everything was going swimmingly for C9. But alas, won't happen here, not early on anyways. Guns up for MOUZ, Torzy with the op. Him and Exertion both hunting their first kills, and Cloud9 slotting in to their CT side.
Yeah. Now let's see what version of this T side we're going to get. As mentioned, CT side controlling mid if it's given to them, taking over cave, and then putting pressure on the B guys coming out. That's Inters right now. Gets away with his life just barely, does some damage as well, gets some info, but it's so early. They can't do much with it, of course. Info most relevant when it's fresh, and now MOUZ can reset while winning the outside of B. This is nice. They'll happily trade, 2/3 of Frozen's bar just to be able to say, okay, we don't have to get nades to retake this part of the map, and it gets the CTs to rotate on the perimeter a little bit more blindly. And it looks like now they can start to clamp down on mid slowly. Minute mark. Great pace here for MOUZ Sports. And this is where we'll see an interesting move from Cloud9.
Keeping that third player allocated to B. Hobbit thinking about pressing over top. Exertion's managed to get himself that much closer. And Hobbit, playing a dangerous game with the jump spots, doesn't get punished. Inter sure will. And Nathany's got Dexter right back. The IGL hangs on. The bomb site belongs to MOUZ. 3 sets of feet within it, hunting for the next frag. JDC decides to get aggressive. Nathany continues to hold this line. And at least Caves belongs to Cloud9 for now. Nathany's still pressured. Hobbit succeeds, and Exertion finally peels him off. But it's little bits of health for Frozen and Exertion. And no clean headshot in from Exertion means Frozen has to concede. They'll take that plant, they'll take 2 kills, but they also take a beating, and Cloud9 find 5.
It has to be said, Nathany, since the Legend stage, has been incredibly reliable with his rifles, all the positions, all the angles that he's taken. He's mowing people down. He's doing such a good job for the team just as a fragger. This is not just as a rifler. And he saved this round. He really does. He could have been traded out in a couple of spots here, but he denies it. Cloud9 with the 5-0. T timeout here called from MOUZ Sports. Maintaining a couple of guns. Looking to put together another buy. And the idea was fine. They had a good enough attack. They even got 1 kill inside of the cave. Dexter denied the trade. But they could have still hit B there. Oh, I see. We see some good stuff here from MOUZ Sports that looks like they're very ready to play Ancient versus Cloud9 at the moment.
There's one thing we praise MOUZ for, it's preparation, Cyclone's impact, T-sides.
Yeah.
Those three things can come together. But what Cloud9 have been consistently praised for throughout their run is that resilience. Nobody has faced defeat more than C9 prior to that challenger stage, and then, wow, they took a deep look into the eyes of death, turned around, and never went back. MOUZ remind them what they look like. Yeah. With that glance on overpass, but here we are, missed shot from Torzy, just, it's a matter of timing, and it's not on the money.
Yeah, Cloud9 absolutely have so much scar tissue built up. You know that's stronger than skin. But this last map was the first map they've lost since day one of Challengers after going down 0-2.
Since they arrived in Rio.
Still made to bleed, just to make today very interesting. Similar lurk here from Exertion. Adamant about getting this control.
Wow. Still picks that up. And spins his knife into the corner like it's no big deal, no sweat. Axile's up next. Fire at their feet, they press in. He's going to finish Torzy, continues to spray and chops down Dexter too. Shiro, not going to miss. Connects with the AWP, and this gun round just got wrecked as it tried to press into that A site. Frozen looks to recover, and Axile still very much a piece of this puzzle. Waits inside the corner, and I mean this one's queued up. He sees Frozen's hands, but he can't get the better, and then Shiro gives him a chance. Both of the stars of Cloud9 with a missed chance to close it. Exertion presses out. Inters tries to come through, and it's damaged both directions, but yet now just Shiro left. And what do you know? MOUZ pressed through 2v4.
Man, Frozen with these mid-round engagements, the fact that he kills Axile, who he's showing his gun to. It seems like he's definitely going to die. It's not just a kill in vain. It's not just a Pyrrhic victory. He gets that kill, gets more, and ends up winning the round. We saw those flashes from Frozen on Overpass, and just in general. Across Challengers, across Legends, and now as well. And they win what could be a key T round here to get them into the game on Ancient. It would have been a save to follow. That's one. And now the CTs will call a timeout. They'll get into this. I mean, they can talk about this. This is a 3v5 start. With Axile looking dominant.
Damn, nice couple kills.
Yeah, Dexter's shaking.
Please, God, no! But just couldn't press into that wall close enough. I mean, that round had the makings of another Cloud9 round win.
Yep.
It was all there.
Yep.
Axile, or hell, even Shiro, missed shot as they exit out from Donut. You know, when we go back and look at Overpass, it was Torzy who was giving us those occasional misses. Shiro was stellar. Now that shortcoming leaks into Shiro ever so slightly. And MOUZ on the board. Hobbit immediately down to the bottom of mid. Nafany trying to press down ramp. He's got to be cautious. Frozen's close. Oh my God! Smoke out Dexter! He's going to find two. No, excuse me. Torzy actually slides through with the op coverage. Nicely done. Through the doorway. A contrast to Nafany, who didn't have his gun out. Torzy right there to lend a helping hand, and now MOUZ. I mean, they're looking at this B site, frothing at the mouths. They want it, but it's not actually the bomb. Check out this slip. Axile still here. Oh, he picks up JDC. Exertion's in the open, gets the trade. Deep smoke, that's a gone. Gone for good, you'd think. Hobbit's going to go back towards middle. Frozen sliding into the corner. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Hobbit locked in. Hobbit hunting, sees it, misses. Oh, it survives the fight.
Wow.
And with that, Inters turns back.
You must respect Frozen. You must respect some of these entry players, sometimes alone, they don't need any help whatsoever. They are just so sharp with it. So comfortable being aggressive. And the call right there from MOUZ. They have B-site vulnerable. They know they're going to rock the CTs over towards to overcompensate on the B site, and then they end up trying to go for A, and the site almost gets locked down, but again, exertion's one key one. Taking out the back default player, giving MOUZ a second, chewing through that economy a little bit more. Cloud9, they can still buy. Now, this one hurts a little bit more than the last one. They failed to take early round control down the B steps. They're not going to throw that in every round. Hobbit's stressed about losing that.
Yeah, understandably frustrated. You know, he had every advantage he needed to kill Frozen, simply missed the shot. He lands that one, as Shiro or Axile could in the previous. Well, we'd be looking at a potential 7. Instead, MOUZ already working on the quota.
Middle's been given. Enters, falls back into this passive setup. Seen, of course, Nafany very comfortable in this area right here. Can get spammed in his position. Kind of hard to guarantee the kill or get a lot of damage, though. T's still waiting for an overreaction. Holding on both other sides of the map for a mid-push. The CTs won't give it. And that's what stylistically does make this difficult for MOUZ. Cloud9 very comfortable, full passive. Torsi can't source one coming up the ramp on this op.
He's been looking.
Yeah, and now they're trying to make this rotation harder. I don't know if this one works out as well for MOUZ. 3 CTs, they just go the long way around. They get comfortable, and they wait for the hit.
Maybe with some missed shots, things could still go south for Cloud9. What's left of the utility gets thrown out. Nafany ready and waiting. Fully blind. Torsi, that flash is fantastic. Hobbit, well, trying to put that boost back up into position. He's already killed one. JDC manages to get that plant off the side. Exertion starts to walk it back towards ramp. And sure enough, post-plant unrolling. No smoke.
No smoke for the CT side. We know how important it is. Look at Torsi's position. They can only flash him.
He's ready, he's waiting, and a missed chance. It's Hobbit to come through with another kill. Frozen's gonna bring this back. Oh, Shiro, team kill! Whoa. Frozen then comes out to finish things off.
Oh my
MOUZ
God.
managed to break through.
They fall apart.
A fantastic flash.
It is, wow. They completely fall apart there. I don't know how that shot went for Shiro, but that looks like a player that either took the bullet in place of the T, could have scaled in front of him. Feels like everything went on that. Saw cave. Oh my God.
And it doesn't kill the player in the back. If Frozen goes down with that shot,
yeah, no,
that's another story.
Well, up until that point, it was still a good round for Cloud9, but now it's 3 in a row here.
Ooh, and a fast one.
One health for Exertion.
Just enough. The bare bones exposed.
Oh, Shiro is playing very committed here. So we'll see if he wants to try to leave, but if he doesn't find the lurk just right now, well, Exile, he's alone. MP9 up top.
On an island. Man, so worried. This kind of gives me flashbacks to Overpass short B water. Luckily this time Shiro's coming to help. It's up close with JDC, bests him, low HP on 2 Ts. Shiro's gonna finish off that first one, lays down the incendiary, and MOUZ eject.
Whoa.
They're gone.
Interesting.
Just like that.
Yeah, they're not into the site. The rotations are all fully out.
And Nafany bits down fully. Dexter's gonna try to slide upwards. Nafany, he's caught transition, but where the hell did he go? Working up along the wall, Dexter's missed the timing to kill that one. Shiro's on high alert. Oh, but he stopped clearing that close corner. Here comes Nafany. Denied by JDC. Out from Cave, and out goes C9. We're talking MOUZ 4 in a row.
Oh, they are starting to crumble now. Clutch kills coming out from MOUZ. And the coolest part about this series is we weren't seeing any type of choke. When it came to MOUZ playing above their game, looking so solid as if the circumstances haven't changed at all, pulling out insanely difficult refrags. I think that's the most awesome part. And Cloud9, they put together great rounds as well. It feels a little bit too evenly matched, though, for Cloud9's comfort. Again, we look back at the last map. First loss for them since the day one of Challengers. Now we have a very good start and a comeback into this game on Ancient. And while Cloud9 have that hot start that they were missing on Overpass, they couldn't get the second pistol as well. That was good. 4 T rounds straight here for MOUZ. And finally, a save has to come out for Cloud9.
The fruits of their labor, MOUZ break through the economy.
They can feel this.
They're making this happen.
They're making it happen.
Exertion immediately out through the smoke. Oh no. It's back! It's back, and so is Shiro's. But as Hobbit runs away, JDC could go through, chooses not to.
There's a timing for him. He's going to start to walk through. He's worried that they're still watching this. The B site is under the control of the T's just for now, but it's a thin level.
Frozen's gone deep.
Frozen, this mid-round play that he's been pulling out almost every single time.
I love that. Hobbit boosts up for only a moment, doesn't actually hold it. Frozen reveals himself. Now Hobbit's AK primed. Oh, but it's Inters instead. To keep this one even 2v2, the deep mid push coming through and unraveling. What's here for MOUZ? Axile, best of luck with a scout. A flank through middle towards a B site that belongs to MOUZ.
And that was JDC, who's the guy after Hobbit got his kill. You thought, oh, he needs to come out now and find this refag. He finds a way to be useful and goes completely unnoticed. Axile goes down, and that's a save. That is a save. But Cloud9 are trying to keep a meter stick between them and MOUZ Sports in this first half. And while they're competent in the second half, the MOUZ are obviously even better on their CT. Another play from Frozen. Continuously putting his impact down on maps. Win or lose. Well, what he's looking for is a win and a semi-final spot at the major. MOUZ Sports is an organization, the second time that they've made it this far in their org's history. And with their newest promotions this year, this would break incredible new ground and draw some interesting stories, some amazing stories, and show that you can do it and you can do it fast if you work hard. No matter how hard the game has gotten. Ooh. Oh! We didn't see him.
Didn't see him the first time and won't get away the second. Shiro, luckily for Cloud9, trades that right back. If they've lost mid-control and potentially Shiro, MOUZ are gunning for that sixth.
It is so impressive the way that they're surmising these middle kills. Whether it's been JDC come out late on the last round, Exertion's lurks, which haven't always worked, but did. Going 4v4 is a happy moment for the T side.
Inters exchanges glances with JDC. Damage here versus Nafany. Nice spam coming out of MOUZ.
Yep, he's been trying to spam this spot over and over again.
Push through. Oh! Dexter!
And Nafany low.
33 health because of that wall bang. Absolute desperation inside the B site. We're gonna press around long. Can Shiro save the day? Or is it gonna be Nafany with another smoke in front of Shiro? No invitation into this bomb site. But a chance. Oh, he doesn't shoot. He holds. Bomb's gone down. Frozen, a chance to escape through the caves. Shiro, an invitation to save. But it's Axile right next to JDC. Pressing into Frozen. Gun swap. Loses Shiro and will not find himself a single kill. This is MOUZ's streak. 6 rounds straight.
They're getting stronger and more resilient and more clutch. And their individuals are starting to shine. The way they mustered up those first few rounds is something, but now it looks like they're just straight up the better team. Another difficult round one, another save here for Cloud9. And this 5-0 start looks like it was years ago. It feels like it was years ago.
Where is the CT side of Cloud9? Where is what has been their success story. A run unlike nearly any other. Flashes of Cloud9 in Boston. But now as we play amidst the ruins of ancient, it's Cloud9 who are truly looking ruined.
Yes.
Exertion's going to hear that walk away.
Look at this. Oh.
So composed.
You can just give them all the clues now. That's it.
Bomb's going down at the B site. Nothing Cloud9 can do to stop that.
They know everyone's flanking from this exact position. So, like some cattle, they sit here back to back, waiting to die. Exertion.
In Cloud9's minds, there's a hope. There's a chance that they press into this retake attempt. All the while, Exertion takes his damn time. World class on the trigger discipline, leading Cloud9 to death yet again. And MOUZ now lead by 2.
And the crowd loves him here. The crowd loves MOUZ Sports unequivocally. 7 rounds straight on T side. And now that Cloud9 can see themselves losing this series after blowing over past a giant lead. A amazing record, I should say. That fracture could lead to a crack. That could lead to their collapse.
Torzy is going to have vision here. T-side smoke to work around from. Inters wants to go in. They're sending Inters in. Led to slaughter. Like a lamb. Torzy slams Nafany down inside sight. B wide for the taking, and yet there is this press from Cloud9 up through mid. Bomb still down on the dirt. Hobbit hit by the nade. And the closer he gets to that B site, the closer he gets to this MOUZ camp. Dexter versus Hobbit. A dink through the side of the wall, and Exertion best to Axile. There is nothing that C9 can seemingly do to stop the hemorrhaging on Ancient. Bleeding out as their hopes evaporate ahead of them. It's 5 alive versus a full buy from Cloud9. My God, MOUZ.
Cloud9 had just earned their stripes this year with this roster. Shaking off their online woes, taking their land win at Dallas, coming to the major, going through so much to get to this moment in quarters in front of a crowd versus the top teams. And MOUZ, they just mosey on in. Get the promotions, get settled, and start off incredibly hot, saying, hey Frozen, we came to help out. Now they make their first quarters and have a chance to get farther than Cloud9 have ever. But surviving the sinking feeling is what it's been about for Cloud9. And they would have to play above expectation at this point now, yes, to get back into this game. Because it's obviously become just as mental as it has about the game plan. We saw great ideas from Cloud9 in those first 8 rounds, I want to say. But after they got broken down, it started to get worse and worse, easier and easier for MOUZ Sports to win. More liberties being taken by the T side as they search. Look how free they're playing up Banana.
As they damn well please. They choose what they want when they want. Dexter goes through. Oh, but Shiro at least able to turn it back. And Cloud9 fighting tooth and nail for every round that they can muster together here. There's layers on this one. We've got Exertion already trying to get his way through mid, a path that he has taken time and time again. Shiro rotating all the way to A. Nafany still in the corner, tries to come out, drops Frozen and Torzy. 2 kills his way. Exertion closed in on. Good thing Shiro left that B site. Good thing for Cloud9 that they can win at least one more, at least a 6th on this CT side.
Good to see Nafany staying strong. I think he's going to be the first target of attack when it comes to a pressured situation where things go wrong. In the rounds they won, he was great. After that, everybody took turns dying. But here we have a very confident 2-kill round out of Nafany that results in a round when they break the streak and they give themselves a chance to get 7. And if they get 7, that little bit of momentum, we know they have a T side It's not totally done. It'll probably be their biggest win if they manage it, but it'll also be MOUZ's, and they can maybe smell it more.
Ooh, he's got in again in the same room. Light the candles. Exertion looks away. He had a moment there where he's still holding that smoke, but with the threat of the CT peak, Hobbit comes out on top, and now Cloud9 trying to stabilize. Final round of the half. 7, the best case scenario. Dexter priming himself to split into this A site, but hit by fire, and down goes the bomb.
He committed.
Comes in and knows he has to hit hard. Hobbit knows the exact same thing and will connect to Torsey. So despite MOUZ's best efforts to smash and smother Cloud9 across this CT side, it falls on to Dexter and the ferocious Frozen. They know he's back there. They're going to nade him out. A 1v5 attempt in the waning seconds of what has been a wonderful T-side from MOUZ. He hits that dink. Nappany desperate and hopping and hoping like Frozen just did into Axile. It's a beautiful shot, but he rounds the corner, finds Shiro, and Cloud9 find what could be their lifeline. 7 on a CT side. James Banks and the crowd giving energy to MOUZ, but I don't even know if they need it. We've got MOUZ on the brink of an incredible upset. Cloud9 have been locked on a CT side. And nonetheless on Ancient. MOUZ, they'll be slipping into the defense here, looking to close on map 3 of a quarterfinal to deny Cloud9 what was thought to be their run. We've got Exertion into the corner, dual Berettas in hand, fire at his feet. Ooh. What could be an essential pistol.
Yes, they move him back very carefully right there. But there are still dualies here.
Ooh, that flash interrupting Cloud9 as they try to press in through the caves. Then it goes both ways. A drive-by from Axile. Frozen's in the corner. Oh, that snap is nasty. And he's still got 3 opponents right ahead. An even keel in the retake. A critical second pistol. A MOUZ that wants this more than ever. Axile in with the kill versus JDC. And Torzi reveals himself onto the short side. Axile's got himself another. And there it is as well. The gush into Frozen to give Axile what has been another impactful pistol. To start these halves, it's been him. Nafany ends this, gives Cloud9 at least the slimmest sigh of relief, a breath, a chance to catch themselves and not get rolled on.
They need a pistol to beat the odds right now. Their percentages line up such that if Cloud9 have a small lead, they could still reasonably expect to beat a good team on this map. But for MOUZ Sports, the criteria required for them to win is there as well. They got the T side going already. Frozen 15-8. Yes, the other day he played against ENG. He was 21-7. They beat them 16-5. That was no fluke. Unreal Ancient in their most recent match. Oh! And a player that loves the map, continuing to play well, and now look at the damage. Oh my god. Oh! They've been chipped down. Finished, in fact. Nafany's out. Hobbit is low. And Exertion is hungry.
Shiro's trying to hold it. Exertion opts not to go through. Good call. That Desert Eagle wasn't too far off the mark. Oh, it leaves Cloud9 stunned.
Yeah. Very middling performance out of Inters, trying to control Cave in that first half. Exertion going to show, try to prove that there's a better way for it to be done. Attack now leans back towards the B site. Oh god, multiple targets here.
They're pressing into the caves, and that cave is occupied by MOUZ.
No mollies for these close positions. Dangerous to approach cave like this.
Oh, they're walking into what's essentially shotguns. Inter's about to be fed to the wolves. Exertion! It's instantaneous! There's the second peek, and Dexter delivers! Oh no! The cave control is everything! MOUZ give them pistol, a false sense of security, and then they welcome them into their lair.
Oh, baby.
4 standing on the force. MOUZ right back to winning ways.
Yes, right back to winning ways off the second round. I mean, hey, winning the pistol is one thing, but I'll take the second round over the pistol every single day. Give up that free round just to steal the hope from your opponents who are trying to build on that pistol. Think about the conversions. Think about how they're going to win the first rifle. Well, now they have to think about how they're going to save. Cloud9 can't get that lead back.
Oh, just bombarded! Exertion to the bottom of mid. Any hope you thought you had is gone!
That investment's been wiped out. Shiro alone versus 5. Scouted ahead, and he goes down. No casualties. Max money here made for MOUZ as they touch 10 first versus a 5-0 start from Cloud9. And now it's all about maintaining the momentum in Cloud9. They'll have to take a big gulp and know they're going to have to give up another.
Just trying to.
Even easier. No armor, no investments besides this deagle on Shiro. It's just gotten so serious here in Rio.
The run in contrast, right? Remember, this is a MOUZ that looked phenomenal in the Challenger stage, 3-0 quickly alongside BNE. We get into Legends 2-0 instantly. Those best of threes is where they had to taste defeat for the first time in Rio.
Cloud9, the best team to get into this playoffs. By how they got here, the teams they beat on the way, beating the other potential favorite in Na'Vi on the other side of the bracket. Cloud9, they have on paper the easy side. If Na'Vi are to do it, it will have to be getting through the winner of Spirit Heroic.
Managing to handle Furia in this environment.
Oh, getting through Furia to start. That's the corner. I was like, oh, that's even another thing. The other team that 3-0 through Legends.
Finally, these pistols are going to start pressing in. Again, it's just desperate on this round. Cloud9 have to have realistic expectations, and Torzy, well, he'll finish that one off.
5 rounds away. And MOUZ Sports make history for the organization. The story of the Academy League was the story of this year. And it started with Gambit Youngsters, the team that they may beat to cement their place in semifinals and have a chance to play against outsiders. But this game isn't finished. Job's not finished. Cloud9 still have guns, and while their buy isn't great, they know that they can put this together if they play their best. Can they dig that deep?
Can they regain from the broken mental? Axile, oh, Dexter does him dirty. Comes down that ramp, primes exertion. It's a pinch and a collapse. And that's why they call him Sexter, because you're sat at home right now, and he's got your heart pumping. Hobbit hiding behind boxes.
Let him get out of spawn.
Crippled inside his little tiny cave.
You've got Hobbit, who had an over 2.0 rating on map 1, hiding behind the box. 1v5.
Down he goes. Nothing for Cloud9.
And now they're laughing. Looking like a well-oiled machine. Another tea timeout will be called with no money to invest.
Nothing.
If Cloud9 get single-digit rounds by the end of this game, we'll all be left speechless. It's ideas that win tournaments, but without the execution, you will see embarrassing defeats, even with great game plans. And Groove can just sit and watch. They need to show composure like they've never seen, and they don't have the CD side to come back on like they did all throughout these previous stages. This would be their biggest comeback yet.
So they try fast. They're going to get aggressive. But Exertion, he's ready for anything you got. Third player in, traded by Dexter. Even when they find that slimmest opening, it comes with an instantaneous close.
Perfect spacing, and Exertion doesn't make a mistake. He only pulls out his utility because he knows his teammate is right there to cover him.
Frozen's going to play in front of it. Why? Because nothing can stop him. He is simply too sharp, or so he was. Hobbit, it's a clean headshot, and if anybody's really kind of put up those moments, it has been the upgraded pistols of Hobbit. It's what busted MOUZ on Inferno. It's what got C9 through.
A long list of great markers here for MOUZ Sports, with the utility damage coming in early, some aggressive maneuvers coming out early. MOUZ Sports cried when they qualified into quarters. And that could have been very easily the last thing they did, and they were already satiated. And now they're putting themselves in a position to do more.
Guns up and Exertion goes through, and what a contrast. You know, you give me Exertion or you give me Inters in terms of aggressive cave play. I'm taking the young Israeli star every step of the way. With the smoke in front of him, confidence at an all-time high. A team that believes in him. 3 young players who have bled together season after season of academy play. Brothers in arms. And Shiro misses his chance to strike them down. It's a turn from Inters. There it is. Better late than never. He picks up impact on the lane. There is a third piece to this puzzle in Frozen, though.
And they're not overthinking it. MOUZ are fast. Sending one in through mid to go for the flank. 2 in the sight now. 3 full AP players. They need to come out. Shiro chipped down.
That is an ominous warning, a sign of things to come. Cloud9 could still press in, but Frozen finds another. Shiro's up next, and he lands that critical shot. They hold on to man advantage. They want to come in through caves. Torzy has left it to them.
No flank shut down. Looking for the CTs to move out. 2 still here.
Such little HP. JDC, it goes down with utter ease. And Hobbit, well, he presses in with damage, but that's their invitation to run. Do they have time to get away?
Oh, but MOUZ know that there is absolutely no way they can do this by stopping or splitting up.
Sprinting.
Bomb in the back. CT's
is up. The bomb just getting into sight. Oh, is there time for this? Yes, he's got it right there with Shiro. And Torzy misses his chance. Lands the first onto Hobbit. Off the up. Shiro lands the kill. And with it, Cloud9 have a hope. But only the slimmest of chances.
The full house between Inters and Shiro, the first 2 and the last 3.
The final second, the final shot, a 1v1 in Cloud9's back pocket.
Make no mistake, if Cloud9 find a way back into this game, it would be their biggest, most impressive comeback maybe on record. Considering the circumstances, you can't underrate MOUZ. They're playing serious CS today. And this win means the most. Everything else is in the past. Cloud9 looking for a 10th. Nafanino, once again, he ends up getting his kill. That HE damage assisting. He could have won cave with that if he didn't land that first. Exertion touches 20. T's sent scrambling.
Exertion's not going to shy away, though. Again, 1 round is simply but a measly dent in the confidence of MOUZ. It will take far more to reclaim what MOUZ have conquered versus Cloud9. Hobbit at the front. JDC lines them up. 2 kills with the spray. And just like that, Cloud9's hopes again will be challenged. Nice kill from Shiro. And off flick up. Little bits of JDC left over, but still he's in this corner. And with that, he will creep and crawl. And Shiro thinks he has a damn chance, but down he goes. JDC with 3. MOUZ on 14.
The in-between aggressions, they're not scared. They're not playing to not lose. They know how to make those moves, whether or not there's pressure. The peek down the ramp last time. JDC pushing into middle. Not worried, not scared of Shiro. He had this fear aura over everyone in the tier 1 that he would be waiting, holding your angle, ready to punish you. MOUZ playing like the better team, looking for the gaps. Not calling it aggressive, not calling it defensive, just calling it good. And doing what they know they need to. And taking matters into their own hands. Look at the angle that's opened up to him. Because he tried to take the fight on his own terms. And now we've got a broke, busted, and bruised Cloud9.
They're buying.
The wheels are coming through.
They're buying.
Defending against 15.
Oh my god. In the face of what some consider tournament favorites. Dominant form out of Cloud9. A 3-0 in the Legend stage that thought they'd never see defeat again.
Oh, there are some toenails in their face right now.
Nobody from Cloud9, or rather nobody but Cloud9 have faced the brink of elimination more throughout this event and yet continue to be here in the playoffs. This is it. Their final boss. And a smoke, did that just miss?
No, decoy landed at the site. T just threw it out, tried to elicit a reaction. Nothing's come through.
Got me frazzled.
That's the sign of an impoverished team using decoys to start things out to see what they can muster. It's not scaring MOUZ bullets whatsoever.
Have you really hit the bottom of the barrel? A nade that nearly finds its home. And Creature Comfort's exertion has thrived in this cave.
It's been amazing. This is the 1.41 rating Challenger Stage exertion.
Oh, it's easy for Dexter. Shiro's trying to challenge, trying to peek, and Marcus May will find him. But here again, it's JDC locking them in position. Nafany finds the trade. The A site looks open. Frozen, yet again, headshot in an instant. Nade goes over top. That bomb plant. Nafany chewed down. AK's desperation. You will not find it, Cloud9.
Oh, they can't.
Those 6 match points.
They're getting shut out.
With a broken economy on the line.
The same money coming into this round to defend their tournament life.
And nothing in round 24 would have you believe that Cloud9 have a chance.
5 to wheels. And what feels like so little will left. Run through the ringer. Tested over and over again. And who would have thought it would be little old MOUZ to be the final boss?
Led by Dexter. The furthest he has ever gotten in a major. If they win one more round, he will be the 4th Australian to ever touch semifinals, to join the legends of the Renegades. And middle goes quiet, but forward cave presence yet again. Exertion, he wants it! Oh, he wants it bad! And Hobbit, well, you better check your corners. Dexter, yet again, survives! He does it every time! When push comes to shove, Dexter finds another! One frag away! What's meant to be the reliable Russian rifler has been non-existent on Ancient, and this crowd has rolled out the red carpet for the NXT generation. Young blood inside the server, hoping to find just one more kill. Dreams are on the line. It's at least a return back from Exile, but Frozen will finish it all. No more comebacks, no more CT sides, no more Cloud9.
What an unbelievable showing here from MOUZ to rip the hopes. The betting odds favorite in Cloud9, take them out of the major.